Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be looking at how to solve rational equations. So our first method that we can use is cross multiplication. So if we have some kind of equation like this where there's only one fraction on each side of the equation, then we can cross multiply something like this. We can cross multiply across the equation to get an easier equation to solve. So all this would equal, we could multiply 9 times x plus 1, 9 times x plus 1, and that's going to be equal to 3 times 4x plus 5. Okay, so cross multiplication can make our equations a little bit easier, and then we can solve from there. So 9 times x plus 1 will give us 9x plus 9. 3 times 4x is 12x. 3 times 5 is 15. We could move our x's over to one side of the equation and our constants over to the other side. So we can subtract this 9 over here to get 3x. And we could subtract the 15 over here to get negative 6. Divide by 3 and we see x is equal to negative 2. So that's one way, guys, that we can solve these equations is cross multiplication. All right, and we're going to skip that for now. We could also use, maybe I need to zoom out a little bit so y'all can see. There we go. We can also use the least common denominator to solve equations. So what we can do is find the LCD for these factors, these denominators, and then multiply multiply each side of the equation by that factor. So we have x for an x, and remember how we found the LCM in the previous lesson. So we'll take one of these x's, since they're repeated, one of these x's, and then a 4. So our LCD is going to be 4x. All right, we're just looking at these bottom factors down here. So our LCD is 4x. So let's multiply each side of the equation by 4x. And if we do that, we'll get, let's see, 4x times 5x will be 20x over x, right? 4x times the 5 gives us 20x, and then that's over x. Plus 4x times 7 is 28x, and that's over 4, equals 9 times 4x is going to be negative 36x over x. And at this point, we can see that these x's cancel. Bring this down just a little bit. These, the 28 over 4 would just reduce to 7x. And then over here, these x's cancel. So our equation turns out to just be 20 plus 7x equals negative 36. And then this is an easy equation we can solve. We could subtract the 20. So we get negative 56. And then divide by 7, so get negative 8. And there's our answer. And with all of these problems, guys, you can check them using a graphing calculator. So we could plug this into Desmos. 5 over x plus 7 over 4. Remember that I like to move everything to the left side, so we're going to do plus 9 over x. And then we can see that it crosses here at -8. So that is correct. That is our solution, x equals -8. All right, if you want to, you can work part B. Using the same method. So find your LCD. Looks like the denominator of this one's just a 1, so you don't have to worry about that. But you have x minus 5 and an x. So just helping you out real quick to get started on that, your LCD for that is going to be x times x minus 5. So multiply every single one of these terms, the 1, the 8 over x minus 5, and the 3 over x. Multiply all three of those terms by this LCD, and then it should be an easier problem to solve.